Bernie was down there peeking her head around. There's AOC. What are you up to, AOC? Where you been? Where have you been? Where do you go? Meow. You'll get fed later today, not now. You're gonna wait until later today, okay? About 5 o'clock, you and Bernie come back. And then we'll feed you. Okay? Okay. Good morning, everybody. I had to pull over. My microphones were acting up again. They didn't connect like they were supposed to. But I did it the way they say, and it worked right away, so that was easy. That's these mics I got. They work good, but boy, if you bump the wrong button or something, then you gotta go through all the procedure to get them connect again. So anyway, I pulled out of my driveway. It was sprinkling raindrops, but it don't look bad now. It's supposed to rain. It was like 70% chance, so I'm glad we got that grass cut yesterday. I hope we get a little drier month of July than what we had in June. Looks like June's gonna go out with a rainy day today. At least that's what the weather says, but it don't look like it now, but who knows. I'm heading to town, just out and about. I want to go in Dunham's. We did a little shooting there yesterday, or I did anyway, and I gotta replenish a few items at Dunham's. So I'm gonna go up and do that today. I don't like to run low on certain things. So it looks like 69 right now. Not too bad. I looked out this morning, and guess who I saw? AOC was out there out laying on my chair taking a snooze. She disappears for 3 or 4 days, and then she shows up with her paw out. Gimme, gimme, gimme. So she's living up to her namesake. And Bernie came out too when I was coming out to get in the van. Oh, there's some cars up there at the shooting range. You can't see it, but right up to the right there's a shooting range up there. That's where the state police go to qualify. I don't know if that's what they're going to do today or not. Anyway, yeah, where was I? AOC. Oh, and then, yeah, I went to get in the van, and here comes Bernie running, and AOC's running, and they think they're going to get a can of food. But I told Bernie, I said, you can't just come. I said it before, you can't just come running every time I come out the door. So I said, you're going to have to wait till I get home. So she ran under the shed. I'm not sure if I say there's a squirrel. I'm not sure if she goes. There's a hole in the wall of my shed, which I have to fix, but I'm not sure if she's going in the shed through that hole or under the shed. The other day, last week or so, I folded up a blanket and I put it in the shed on the floor. So I'll have to go in and check to see if it, you can usually tell if they've been laying down on the blanket or not. But anyway, I got to get that hole fixed. And I got to do something with the side of that garage there. I'm going to try and get that done here this summer for sure. My garage is a good sturdy garage. It's just that siding. When people built it. Uh-oh, here's a garbage can scattered all over. Looks like they might have had some bear trouble. Yeah, something got into their garbage. Look at that. Oh, garbage scattered everywhere. They're gonna have to clean that up. The garbage truck guys won't. They'll just drive right by. Something got into their garbage. Something got into mine yesterday too. I think I mentioned in the video. So I don't know where I was now. I think the crows got into mine. I don't know how. There was a big bag, like a bag from the, bathroom, inside the garbage bag, and it was pulled right out and laying like 5 feet from the other bag. So I don't think it was Bernie. I don't think she could do that, but it was in the daytime. I don't know what the heck crows would do that. I have trouble with crows. See, that's the problem when you start feeding animals. You start feeding animals and then all the wrong ones show up. I learned that when I first moved in the house. I started to feed the birds. Had 2 or 3 bird feeders out. I had suet and all that stuff. And then I ended up with bears and elk, raccoons, all kind of stuff taking my bird seed, and I had to quit feeding the birds. Right now I have something. I can't feed the birds. I put bird seed out in that little feeder, and I don't know what it is at night, comes up and takes it all of it, not just some of it. Like, anyway, all the little critters. It's better than living in the city, though, I'll tell you that. I feel sorry. I do. I know some of you live in the city. Some people like it. I don't. My daughter, one time, I asked her if she could live anywhere she wanted to live, where would she go? And right away she answered Cincinnati, because she used to live there and she liked living in the city. But me, I don't. I lived in Cleveland for a while, about 2 years, I think. It was okay, but I'm much happier out in the country. I lived in Cleveland way back, I don't know, 1990 or something like that. Oh, there's a deer. I missed it. Standing right along the road. I don't know if it was on film or not. I can't stop. There's a guy behind me. A big pickup truck. So I can't stop. What the heck is that? Garbage. Jesus, this road's busy today. Guy behind me and crazy. I was reading the comments yesterday. There's somebody in the comments in the last 4 or 5 videos. They made a comment that just simply said, "I can't hear you." They've done it like every time, the last 4 or 5 videos. In the last video, last night, they made a comment that said, "Can't hear you." And then they made another comment that said, "Why do I live in a house that needs so much work? Why don't I just sell it and move in a home for the elderly?" So I thought that's pretty crude. Pretty rude of this person. I don't know what their problem is, but they're going to get blocked if they don't stop doing that. They can go somewhere else. 99.999% of the comments are great people. But there's some bad apples there too. Anyway, I appreciate all your comments. I do. I like reading them, and everybody's so nice. So nice and so good to me and Stewie. Yeah, you know what? What is tonight? Monday. I got to put my garbage out today because they pick ours up tonight. Not tonight, but they pick ours up early tomorrow morning. So remind me when I get home that I got to put my garbage out because my can is full. Usually I don't put it out every week. I usually about every 2 weeks I put my garbage out because I don't have that much garbage. And the can holds quite a bit, the garbage can, the big ones. They're just like these brown ones, only mine's green. I don't know why they do that, but some are green, some are brown, some are orange. Maybe it has something to do with their schedule on what day they pick up. So they're picking up now up here, but they don't pick ours up until tomorrow morning. So I'm gonna get back on the main highway. Maybe get the cars. If the guy behind me don't run over me. Everybody's in a hurry. Everybody's in a hurry. Slow down, everybody. Smell the roses. Oh my. Well, I'm gonna get back on the highway. I'll probably be back. Well, it got hot and muggy. It says 74, but boy, it's just hot and muggy. So I went in Dunham's. I got done what I needed. I just picked up some 9mm stuff. They had it on sale. It's pretty cheap. 12 something for 50 rounds. That's pretty cheap nowadays. So I bought 4 boxes. That's a good practice session. 200 rounds. Anyway, I've come out and talked to an old fella there. He was 84 years old. Had a cane. He liked my walker. He come over to see where I got my walker at. My 4-wheel drive walker that I got. And we talked for 45 minutes probably. He kept going and going. He was in the Army. Nice guy though. I enjoyed talking to him. I sat down in my van and he stood there with a cane. We talked about military and all kind of things. It's interesting to listen to the older people in their 80s and stuff. They have a lot of stories. That's good stories, interesting. So anyway, I think it's gonna rain. I just pulled over, like I said, on the way home. And I don't know. I still have a hoagie. Yesterday I had that. I bought 2, so I have a hoagie to eat today. Hoagie was all I ate yesterday. You'd think I'd be losing weight, but I don't know if I am or not. I don't know what I was gonna say now. I don't feel like cooking. I don't want to make the kitchen any hotter than it already is. So today's the last day of June, I guess. Yep. And we'll get into July. I hope we have a good 4th and no rain, but I don't know what the forecast is. So we'll have to wait and see. I know there was something I wanted to bring up, but I can't remember now. There's a bunch of them butterflies out here. So I guess I'll let y'all go. I hope you have a good Monday. I gotta put garbage out today. Don't forget to remind me. Garbage out today. And we'll be all set. So stay frosty, everybody. Dale out.